Can we fight the boss now, please? This section's gone on... It's not a good sign when the combat in your game just feels like... And then it is entirely padding. Like, this game would have been perfectly fine with no combat. Like, it would have been perfectly fine as just a walking simulator or just an adventure game. The combat is completely just not necessary.
I grew up in this room. As my back broke under all my father's expectations.
Your cocktail was delicious. So delicious, in fact, that it carried me off into a dream.
Please don't smoke in my head.
Huh. Professor R, what did you hope to achieve by coming back to this house? I don't believe for a moment that you'd ever risk your life just to get revenge on your father.
Leonard Clarkson. That was my name when I lived here. Everyone called me Lenny. My father taught me all sorts of things so that I would grow up to become a proper heir. How to manipulate people. How to properly use tools such as violence and rewards. But I could never bring myself to care about any of it.
You left this place in order to find your true self. But what did that achieve? In the end, you fell back into Lucare. And now you spend your time selling the new drug you created, preying on the weak. You and the Clarksons are exactly alike in that regard. No, you choose your victims indiscriminately, which makes you even uglier.
Some people find joy in ruining themselves, offering up their lives to whatever they worship. This cycle has repeated itself since long ago. To me, it's the most noble of actions. Surely you must agree, Agent Morgan.
Stop trying to rationalize your crimes with that dramatic gibberish. Vicissitudo, the Latin word used to describe a fluctuation between two polar opposites. Galena's body wasn't a declaration of war. It was this, wasn't it? Those severed roots were fakes. Who did you force to kill Galena?
I can't believe you figured out that much. You're dangerous.
What you're talking about is true madness, not some noble fairy tale.
You're going to shoot me. Okay. Go ahead and shoot. Come on! Shoot me! The Clarkson bloodline is cursed. It needs purification. A blood purge!
Okay, so I guess Lena's going to be the villain enemy. Oh, it says blood. I did wonder what it was carved into the table there. Do I have a toolkit here? No. The problem is like, it's cool giving me a first aid kit and some bullets, but if my inventory's full, it just goes into my toolkit, and I can't... Like, my inventory's full of coffee, and I can't pick up anything else. Like, I'm gonna drink a load of coffee just to sort of free up some space in my inventory. Because I really need bullets. And you ain't giving me any. Well, you are giving me bullets, but you're not giving me them in a way that I can actually make use of them. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not missing anything here. Alright. Boss fight now? Or am I going to have another enemy corridor to fight through? Because... I mean, I'll do it. I don't have a choice. Like, I don't hate the combat in this game so much that I'd go, right, well, I'm not doing that again. That's the end of the Deadly Premonition 2 playthrough. But... still, it'd be nice... Ah, dang it! It'd be nice if it was just the boss now. Yeah. I really feel like Swery hasn't learned any lessons with regards to the combat. Like, the combat... The combat in Deadly Premonition 1 really felt like something that was added in because they thought that people wouldn't like it if it didn't have combat. Like, I don't know, it just kind of felt like they didn't know what else to do. And so they just did combat because that's what you do. But then... Okay. I was going to say, those crabs haven't actually hit me yet, but, no, still give me first aid kits and give me bullets. I have so few bullets. Oh. Yeah, the combat in Deadly Premonition 1 really felt like just something that Swery was made to add in because they didn't think people would buy the game without the combat. But then Swery was in charge of this game. There was really no excuse for putting the combat in. They could have easily left it out and just had the stuff that people actually like about these games. You're currently working on The Good Life, which is set in it's set in a town called Rainy Woods, which is the yeah. Oh. Ah. Sorry, I thought I killed you. I got distracted by your jittery friend over there. Well, he's no longer jittery. Ooh, can I? I'm having trouble hitting him. There we go. I was really wondering this. I was like, well, I can't push the thing because they'll just attack me as soon as I do. There is crabs still skittering around somewhere. It sounds like they are, but they might also have died off. Well, let's push this out of the way. So yeah, so Swery's currently working on a game called The Good Life, which is set in a British town called Rainy Woods, which is the name of it was the name of Deadly Premonition when it was still in like the prototype stage, and then it got cancelled and reworked into Deadly Premonition. I think it may have been a PS2 game that got cancelled and then they reworked it into Deadly Premonition. Which is part of the reason why Deadly Premonition looks as bad as it does. Hey, turn around. There we go. I have exactly 16 bullets left. Oh, there we go. I picked up a box. Is that actually... No, because you gave me more health kits. Stop giving me health kits. Pantalone, fragment... Arlecchio, I guess is the name of the door monster. I need bullets. Just give me bullets. Ugh. Or give me a toolbox so I can clear out some of them. Am I picking up? I just filled my inventory. What happened? I drank loads of coffee. What happened to all the coffee I drank? Did that just... I just picked up more coffee. Honestly, didn't think this would be a problem. Yep. I am now out of bullets. Great. Alright, well. CQC it is. Fortunately, the CQC in this game is not bad. Unfortunately, it's still not as good as just shooting with a gun. Come on, just give me... There we go. What did that open up? Ow! That was a freeze frame. Right, I'm gonna... just make sure I got some space in my inventory. Yes, okay, look, I'm gonna heal as well. Give me bullets! Yes! Thank you. Alright, I have 50 more bullets. That should see me through a little while. But I need more bullets. Being a bit wasteful with the bullets. But you know, I'm getting through it. Rubber bullets, rubber bullets. No, I don't want coffee. I'm just gonna have to keep drinking the coffee as I pick it up. Anti-numb, cup of coffee. The anti-numb's quite useful. But right now I need bullets, not coffee. I'm gonna be like Fry in a minute. I'm gonna just be able to see through time. Like everything's gonna start. You've drunk so much coffee that everything's gonna start slowing down. I have a strong suspicion that we're never going to get any of these monsters explained. I was going to say the Puccinellas, but I'm constantly mispronouncing their name. Pulcinella and Capitano and the other one. I don't think we're ever going to get these creatures actually explained. If we do, great. But my money's on that we won't. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're now at the boss because we've got our boss fountain, we got our save point, we got our everything. Cool. Let's get some actual bullets. Okay, I don't need a million healing. 3, 3, and 1 should be enough. Probably don't need all this coffee and coke. I probably don't need that much anti-numb. Okay, the rest of that I can fill with bullets. Ah, thank God. Okay. I don't think there's anything I need to change here, really. I've got everything. I changed my skateboard speed. That's useful. Stone timing, yeah, let's just leave that as is. I think that's fine. Okay, let's go kill us another Clarkson. Or shoot them until we arrest them, and then they will probably die at some point later. This seems quite similar. This seems quite similar, but that's fine. As long as it's not like another weird Egyptian-looking thing when it breaks out of there, that's fine. I don't mind the initial sort of baby stage being, because it's supposed to be a fruit on a tree. So I get the imagery here.
Again. A red tree and a translucent cocoon.
Yeah.
I think we've reached the core.
The goddess of fertility will descend into Lucare, and then the sweet fruit will be ours. Destruction is the first step to creation. Lisa's death sent everything into motion. There's no stopping it now. Her death proved how determined I am, how dedicated I am to all who trust in me. Galena and Lise, their deaths were not in vain. They led us to the harvest. The Clarkson blood curse will be washed away. Life must be sacrificed. Blood purge. Blood purge. Blood. Blood. I need blood!
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because I'm going to put a lot of holes in you, and that will make all of your blood leak out. Yeah, my gun's quite a bit stronger than it was last time. Damn, it cannot. It's struggling with this many monsters, and also then the. I don't need to actually. Yeah, I don't really need to actually deal with all of these mobs. I can just focus on Lena. Okay. Oh, I think I've been. Right, shush. I think I've been poisoned. Watch it, mate. I have antidote. Yeah. Yeah, ignoring the mobs there was obviously the right choice. Just focus on shooting the big weird baby sack. I live and die by that rule.
Galena and Lise, they're both dead. I can't turn back now. The Red Soul can't die here. You can't erase it.
Typical murderer. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Blood purge! We will create a new world! A new generation! The blood must be purified!
Ooh. Oh, she's a dragonfly.
That's the true self you worked so hard to find. I'm sorry, Lena. I gave you far more credit than I ever should have.
The Clarksons have always been the chosen ones, proud souls, divine life-given form. But at some point, that blood became tainted. So I decided to reset it. I need to
yeah, right, you can
purify
shoot
this
fancy
corrupt
beams.
blood
That
for the
doesn't
one
impress me.
I love most. After I left home, I met the Red Soul and acquired a guide. And so I created the red powder and became an apostle for the red magic. The red powder transforms the body from within. It creates empowered souls, and mature souls are the greatest offering one can present to the goddess. Lys and Galena didn't lose their minds. They both died with honor.
Died with honor. Just how deluded are you? You dismembered them and strung up their bodies in the name of vapid symbolism. Where's the honor in that? So what if they said they wanted to die? Cultists have been saying that for centuries.
Silence! You will impede us no longer. You're always so smug. Oh, how I hate you. This is the last you'll ever see of my plan. Now die!
See, Lena, you've turned your arms into big wings. How are you going to open doors and, like... do anything that requires hands? Ow. And a big surprise, he uses fire.
No one can stop my plan.
Oh, maybe move around a bit more then. Ow. There we go.
This can't be happening. I'm supposed to be invincible. Back to dust you go!
Ooh. York. Dang it. I ran out of stamina. Maybe you didn't smoke so many bloody cigarettes all the time. Would have been able to outrun that. Not that it matters.
If you kill me, no one will be left to tell you about the plan.
That's a bit late for the bargaining. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like I've shot you a good few dozen times. You're like, wait, let's bargain.
It's too late. No one can stop my plan. Now, not even me. Red Tree!
So I feel like York has to lose his memory after this of like most of the events of this entire adventure, because there's no way. There we go, piece of Lena's heart. That's the piece I need to complete the other quest. There's no way that like all of this. There's no way that York would go 5 years later, go to Greenvale, and then do the Red Seed stuff, and be so in the dark about the whole Red Tree situation, people turning into demons. They would be like, well, I've done cases involving red seeds before by now. I should probably know ahead of time that, yeah, people trade their souls in order for power. That's probably what's happening here. Like, I feel like I should have mentioned that quite a lot earlier. So there must be some... Like, it makes sense that Zack doesn't remember exactly, because Zack wasn't there, technically. He was kind of... York was there, and Zack was kind of watching over, and so maybe he's lost his memory a little bit in the kind of the transfer between the two of them. But, yeah, York just must, I guess, lose his memory of this stuff at some point. A little bit.
Lena, let go. I'm going to count to 3. Then you're going to get down on the ground and put your hands behind your head. Got it?
She's still got the bomb.
See this?
York.
If I let go, the bomb in the fireplace will explode.
Do something smart for once, Lena. Detonating that bomb won't solve anything.
You're wrong, Agent Morgan. It'll give me the ending I've always dreamed of.
Leonard, you're wrong. Killing me will bring back our family's prosperity.
No! I know I am right!
You never change. Once you make up your mind, that single idea possesses you. It's almost like you're cursing yourself. Oh, my always holding on to all your pain.
No! You're the one who's wrong!
When you first told me about the disparity between your mind and your body, I didn't know how to love you.
Stop it! I don't want to hear this!
But I always knew from the very start.
Stop talking!
There was something special inside you. I also know that you had any cause with your older sister. Your own flesh and blood.
Shut up!
I just didn't know how to treat you. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Stop. Please.
I think she's gonna blow them both up.
Never, ever hated you. I always loved you. From the bottom of my...
I said shut up.
Don't, Lena!
This is necessary. All of the corrupt blood must die. The Clarksons' blood must be purged. Then, the purity that's left behind can rebuild the Clarksons' legacy.
Is that the goddess of fertility?
Go and see her with your own eyes. You're an FBI special agent. Surely you can find her. No one can stop my plan now. Not even me.
No, stop!
Patricia Clarkson.
There's an awfully long, like fuse on that explosive. Like I feel like if you wanted to use it as as like a trump card in order to get yourself out of a situation. Oh god, that was a. I don't feel like you would give enough time for the people to, like, jump out of the way like that. It's like, haha, my bomb's gonna go off in about 10 seconds. Oh. That was, Oh, yeah, that's convenient.
Paul!
Yeah, he's up there.
Oh, Paul! Oh my God!
Agent York?
Hungan, it's kind of a bad time.
What is it, Patty? Where's Melvin?
Well, I don't know. He won't answer me, and he ain't at the sheriff's office either.
Oh, dang it, don't
What
tell me
should I
Melvin's
do?
a bad guy
You
too.
think he got caught up in some kind of trouble?
I did. No, I did. Oh, shit! I got nothing now. I can't. Patty, I need someone at the Clarkson's house ASAP. I don't care who you send. They can also ask Daniel Clarkson about the details once they get here. And you should also call an ambulance, just in case. Got it?
Huh? Sure.
I'm going to head straight over to the sheriff's office, Patty. Let's meet up there.
I'm going to be honest, York, I don't know that there's much an ambulance can do at this venture. I feel like the damage is done. I guess maybe some of the people that Lena shot might still be alive, but the odds are not favourable. They've ramped it up, but also dialed it down a little bit from the deaths in Deadly Premonition. Like in Deadly Premonition, there was like a girl strung up by wires, and then they cut one of the wires, and the wires kind of spooled around in such a way that they broke her neck and then strung her up, and it was like, well, it's weird and it's gory, but it wasn't like York wasn't wiping bits of her off of his suit afterwards, is what I'm saying. They weren't like chunks of Becky lying around after the fact. Like yeah, it's like, you know, Diane got crushed. Carol got crushed. So we got a bit of information there. We got quite a bit of information there. Is everything alright in there? We heard some noise. We were told to stay out here, so we stayed out here like we're good bodyguards. Like, yeah, you guys are doing a stellar job. Stellar. Just congrats, guys. Really. So we learnt that Lena slept with her sister. And her sister is also... She's the older sister. I can't remember which sister is the older sister, whether that was Galena or... I think that might be... I think that might be Patty's mum, which means that Lena might have been Patty's genetic father. And then she did say Patricia Clarkson, which, if she had said Patricia Clarkson and they had not mentioned Patricia Clarkson at any point up to that point, that would have been a really cool reveal. But as it was, we knew they'd already mentioned Patricia Clarkson a bunch of times, so we already knew that she was a Clarkson from. Well, I think they might have even mentioned. If I was really paying attention, I think they even might have mentioned Patricia Clarkson in the very first Boston scene, like the first time they interview Zach. Because they do mention... Yeah, I think they do. So if you were paying attention, you knew that she was a Clarkson the entire time. Just seems so weird to me that they would spoil that before. Like, that would have been a really good point to, like, spoil it. Like, I suppose it's the point where York... Like, chronologically, this is where York learns that fact, but... See, I'm torn, because I want to stop... I do need to stop playing, because it's quite late at night. But I do also want to find out... but I know that's going to trigger... No, I'll wait until next time, because it's going to trigger... I'm pretty sure it's going to end the act and trigger a Boston section once I go in there. If the last act was anything to go by. So I'm going to end it there. I don't know where this is going to come. I think this will probably be mid-episode. So you won't have to wait. Me, I'll probably have to wait a couple of days before I play this again. But it's just so weird that they would spoil that, because that would have been like the perfect point to discover that information. And now York knows, providing, like, you know, he still doesn't have the ringing in his ears and drowned it out. But yeah, the plot thickens. Next time, let's see if we can thicken it a bit more. And we're back. Let's go and find out what the deal is with Melvin. I really hope Melvin's not a bad guy. I like Melvin.
Zach, let's come back during business.
Oh, okay. I hate it when it does that. It's like, oh no, you've got to come back during business hours. But Melvin's missing, so surely we just need to come here as soon as possible. But no, I guess not. So I've got to wait until morning. I do have a sleeping bag. I'm tempted to just sleep outside for the night, because it will be quicker. If I go over here, that'll stop me from getting sick. Although, maybe I should get sick, because now I can go and do the... I don't think it's going to do me a combat section. But yeah, let's sleep outside, because then I can get sick. And then once I've done this section, I can then go and do the... I can go and do the side quests with the priest. In fact, what I could do, I could even... Let's sleep. It's 7:45. If I get sick, I could just go straight to... I could just go straight to the church and get it cured, yeah. So I'm sick.
Zach, how about we grab a bite to eat? Not even I can think straight on it.
Yeah. Let's go to the church first. We'll get cured. We'll pick up the next mission, which I think is to get poisoned. In fact, I could probably get both of those quite easily. The only one I can't do at the moment is getting drunk, because I need to wait for the bar to open. So I could do that in the evening. But yeah, I might as well... Can I do this with him whilst he's out here?
Pitiful be.
Yes, I'll admit, I'm a smoker just like you, Agent York. There ain't no need for you to tell the others about it, remember now. I have a part to play, the lofty pastor who guides all the pitiful sheep. It's important I keep up this image, for it is the will of the Lord. Oh, okay. That wasn't what I was, that wasn't what I was hoping for. I was hoping that if I go inside, he's not going to be there, is he? Okay, so I obviously need to smoke to pass some time. That's fine. I'm going to run out of food, but I have a single lollipop. And I only have feather cigarettes, so I'm just going to have to... Oh, there's a toolbox inside the church, actually, so it's fine. I'll smoke a feather. It's a weird thing to say. They really only give you an hour. There we go, now he's on his way in. You weird teleporting priest. There's a toolbox inside. I can grab some... I'm pretty sure I got some food in my toolbox. I mean, where else would you keep your food? Other than in a toolbox. Exactly. So... Damn it! Why are you not... Why is everything in this game so inconvenient? It's not Sunday.
Pitiful.
One after another, the Clarkson keep departing from this world. It might be they were the targets of this incident from the very start. Perhaps it's finally time for them to pay for all the sins they've committed thus far. Pitiful indeed. Can you just be a doctor and heal me? Is there a different opening hours for the church and the... No. It's just... Every single thing in this game is such an inconvenience. Alright. Look, we'll grab a donut. And why not some butter cookies? Get rid of the cola. And then we'll, give me a heavy. What we'll do... I don't think I can smoke indoors. I would be very surprised if this works. I don't think it will, though. No. Alright, let's... I'll cut this out, because what's going to happen is I'm going to have to sit through a minute-long loading screen, then I'm going to have to smoke, and then I'm going to have to go back in, and... So, I'll cut that out, and then... to the point where I can get friggin' past whatever his name is. Desmond? No. Whatever. Get the pastor to turn into a doctor. Okay, finally.
Pitiful beyond.
Tyrone, heal me. Please, just heal me. The Lord hungers. Lost lamb exposes yourself to freezing chills and test your faith. Yes, I feel it now. Chills unlike I've ever experienced. Have I proven that I'm a pro now? Of course! You accepted the Lord's trial and proved that you deserve to exist. Here's a token of my respect. Take it and treasure it. Cold begone. Oh, good. Now then, Doctor, you think you could get rid of these chills for me right now? Agent York, I am not only a servant of God, but a doctor as well, and first and foremost, I'm an American citizen. In that regard, I have a duty to answer the requests of a man like yourself who serves our country. But this is a different matter entirely. If you wish to receive the treatment, you need to go through the proper procedures. Understand? So it doesn't actually cure me then. I still... He did give me 5 cold begons, but I am still sick. Right, so I'll tell you what.
Pitiful. It was very... Every superior investigator needs a solid bill of health.
So, I can pay through service, and I think, because you give me a mission, and then the missions that he gives me contribute towards, I think, like the beautification. It's things like picking up trash, and there's like stamps related to beautification. I'm not going to bother.
The Lord is always watching over you. Please return to us any time you wish.
I'm just going to get healed.
Pitiful be.
Right, give me the next one. Sometimes, Agent York, you get poisoned, don't you? Yes, once in a while. So pitiful. You truly believe you can completely understand the mind of a criminal who's been poisoned? What are you trying to say, Pastor? Nothing can ever be perfect in our world. A servant of God like you should understand that more than anyone. Know the enemy knows that. Find a way to get poisoned and go show Tyrone the results. Okay. Oh, how pitiful. This is no time for excuses. The Lord hungers. Embracer of poison, touch the abyss of mortality, and test your faith. If you claim to be a true pro, you must prove it in front of the Lord himself. Bathe in poison and come back just before your life extinguishes. Zack, it looks like we've been blessed with another unreasonable demand. I know what we need to do. Get poisoned and then come back here just when we've reached the brink of death. Brink of death? Certainly sounds thrilling, doesn't it? I'm sure you know by now just how much I hate to give up on things. I want to knock the wind out of that pastor's sails no matter what it takes. Will you lend me a hand? So, I now need to get stung by bees until I get poisoned, and then let the poison tick my health down. Now, I think the poison can't kill you, and what will happen is it will just tick you down to 1 HP and then stop. I might save after getting poisoned, just in case that's not the case, and it's just like I have to go and talk to him with like 10% left of my health. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. I will cut this again, because again, it's not super interesting for me to go and get stung by bees, and then come back, and just sit around waiting for my life to diminish, so I will cut back to me being on death's doorstep and talking to Tyrone. Okay, I'm poisoned and almost dead. Please heal me. As Clarkson's predicament grows worse, I see less and less serious crimes. On the other hand, lighter crimes are happening all over the place. Somehow, some way, the Lord has always tested us. Nope. Heal me. Why is this not sufficient? Why? What have I done wrong here? Okay, I don't know what to do. I've had him heal me, and then talk to him, and then I don't know.
It was every.
Just to heal me up. I'll do this on my own time. Why is?
Pitiful.
But if I talk to him now, he then mentions the poison quest. But if I talk to him whilst I'm poisoned, he just talks about the friggin' Clarksons. I can't get him to actually acknowledge that I'm poisoned and near death. Ah! Why? Like, I barely even care about this side quest, and it's just fighting me every step of the way. I'll try and do it in my own time. Maybe I'll just try it next chapter. Maybe his dialogue would have changed. Maybe it's just trying to do it at this specific point. Although I did the sickness one, and that worked fine, so I don't know. I think it's just arbitrarily bugged out like the rest of this bloody game. Let's go and see Melvin and then see what the deal with him is. I hopefully haven't. I actually haven't been keeping a track of time. I've been running around getting stung by wasps for a few hours. I'm pretty sure the police station's still. I'm pretty sure it's still daytime, and the police station's still open though. Yeah, it's only 3:50. So let's go to the police station and see what Melvin's deal is. I really hope that Melvin. I started saying this before when I tried to go into the police station earlier, but I really hope that Melvin isn't a bad guy. I really hope that, because it's just, we've already had a criminal. Does that mean I can't use? No, I can't use. I mean, no, he must be fine, because otherwise I won't be able to buy stuff from his shop. I suppose unless they just, replace him with a generic cop, but yeah, no, he's got to be fine. Just we've had the police station, the cops turned out to be the bad. Although, I mean, in fairness, it was only 2 of them. It just so happened that the 2 that were the sheriff. In fact, yeah, we've had the sheriff is the bad guy plot twist already. I don't want it to happen again. Patty.
Did you find Melvin?
Nope, I can't find either of them.
Either of them?
Yeah. When I went home, it wasn't just my daddy who was missing. Mama was gone too. This never happened before.
Who's that guy?
Zach, we need to stop Professor R's plan no matter what it takes. Relax, Patty. You don't need to worry about a thing. I'm sure that Melvin just stumbled across an important clue that's stolen his attention for now. And I'm sure he's protecting your mother while he's at it. Let's just leave the investigation to the local police and rest for today. I need to prepare a report for the HQ anyway. How about staying with me in my room until we find them?
But...
You don't need to worry. I can't make you any homemade food, but I've got a first-class chef and a first-class concierge at my disposal. Oh, and a very affable bellboy. It's a lot of fun at that hotel.
But... Okay, I guess. Thanks, Agent York.
You're a lady, so you take the bed. Zach and I will be fine on the couch.
I'm going to be honest, it's not... I mean, I know that York means well, but there is something, inherently... he should know better than to invite a child to his hotel room. He should know better. I won't bother picking up any jobs. Or whatever. So I think now what will happen is we'll go back to the hotel room, we will turn in our report, and then we will go back to Boston for, I think, the penultimate time. I think there are 4 acts in this game, 4 chapters, I suppose. So this is the end. We're coming to the end of chapter 2. So each of the chapters starts with a bit in Boston, and I think chapter 4. I'm not basing this on a huge amount of anything really. It's just I think this is the way it's going to go. Is there'll be one last bit in Le Car in 2005 in chapter 3 where we uncover the remaining gubbins, track down the boss, and then fight another boss, and then York. We get to the end of what York assumes is the case. York's found the killer. he's figured the case out, patted himself on the back, clapped his hands. Actually, no, tell you what, let's talk to Patty on the way over rather than skateboard. We don't get...
What else have you seen on that sci-fi movie channel?
Agent York, why are you asking me that?
Discussing movies is one of the most basic forms of communication in our country.
What time period do you live in?
It's always been that way in every era. In this country, all dialogues always begin from films.
Ugh, says who? You're making me sick.
Sick?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
I know just what you need to do, Patty.
What?
Tell me what other movies you've seen on that sci-fi channel.
Ugh, you're so annoying. Fine. I saw this one movie where a pretty lady and an old guy fight, and they were both robots.
Ah, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. 2003, directed by Jonathan Mostow. I knew you were an Arnold S. fan.
Oh, you said it again. Oh, whatever. I'm not a fan of his or anything, okay? He just happened to be in it.
So, what did you think?
I knew of the name Terminator, but it was my first time seeing one of those movies.
What? You've never seen Terminator?
Well, the first two came out before I was even born.
I know, but come on. It's Terminator.
Boys probably like it, but I'm sure most girls don't give two craps about it. Oh, but I know it was directed by the same person who did Titanic.
Titanic? Oh, you mean Raise the Titanic. 1980, directed by Jerry Jameson. But he didn't direct Terminator. He's famous for Airport 77 and The Deadly Tower. You probably know this already, but The Deadly Tower was based on the 1966 Texas Tower Sniper incident. I learned about it at the FBI Academy in Quantico. In the film, Kurt Russell plays Charles Joseph Whitman, the assailant. He really brought the character to life with an awe-inspiring performance. What's wrong, Patty? I'm just trying to talk about Terminator 3, that movie you saw, but you're not paying any attention. So be it. If you're not in the mood to talk, then let's return to the investigation. It's a shame, though. We really wanted to hear more about the films you saw, didn't we, Zach?
I like that Patty has figured out how to deal with York, and that is basically just to, when York starts going off on a tangent, just stay quiet, and he will burn himself out eventually. I was going to talk to Xavier.
Today the town feels kind of weird. Yep.
Fighting ain't in my blood. Hurting and hating on each other ain't all a bunch of nonsense, you ask me. I mean, it hurts to get punched, yeah? Yeah, okay. It's reasonable. I sadly don't think... yeah, I need 8 more stamps. I haven't got quite enough for another suit. I think I can get a suit for next time, though. But that's not going to matter, because we're going to go to Boston now. I kind of want to talk to Patty again, but we just had a talk with her, so it'll be the first thing I do next time we're in Le Car. So yeah, I think what'll happen is there'll be another Boston scene. The plot will thicken. We'll then have another Le Car section, which will end in me going to the other world and me going to fight a boss. York will think case closed. Then we'll go back to Boston for Act 4, and then the plot will thicken even further, and it will be revealed that the case was not closed. And then I think the sort of finale of the game will be as Old Man York instead of Young Man York. That's my inkling. That's how I feel. I'm gonna get something to eat first because I'm quite hungry. Plus, I have a patty with me. She can watch me
That's
eat.
what you can't get. So make sure
She can watch me eat. Yeah. Do like even though Patty's with me, he just eats it on his own. Patty's
thanks,
just,
mister. Next time.
I don't know, she's just dawdling about in the reception area. Yeah. She normally just goes and stares at a picture or something while you're in here with her normally. Oh, maybe she's gone to your room. It's hardly possible that she's in my room. Okay. So I don't think Melvin's a bad guy. I think it's probably a case that her mum's the bad guy, or the fertility witch, or fertility goddess, whatever it was that Lena called her. And then Melvin's just been roped into it.
Zack, the Clarkson family tree is nothing like we thought it was. We need to reorganize everything we've uncovered so far. She was so tired she fell right to sleep. Hey, Zack. I'm in a very difficult spot right now. I feel like this case is heading in a direction that will be extremely unpleasant for her. I've never felt anything like this during any of our cases thus far.
Okay, let's look at my link board. Okay.
First, let's go back to the beginning. Lise Clarkson's body was found hanging under a bridge over the bayou, in a deserted spot close to where the bayou meets the Mississippi. The one who fired the pistol at Heaven surely had no idea what he would find there. Speaking of which, Zack, Chuck, the man who started this race we're running, what's his occupation?
He's a crawfish farmer.
That's right. He's a crawfish farmer. And after chasing a poacher's boat that crossed over into his farmland, he went up the bayou and was fortunate enough to find Lisa's body.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I like these photos, because, like, Chuck Thompson's photo, I mean, that's just the view we had of him when we first met him. Then you got Raven's photo, it looks like she's just like, it's just a candid photo where she didn't even realise you're taking a picture of her. And then Melvin's photo looks like a screen cap from some cop movie, from like Bad Boys or something.
I doubt it was a very pleasant experience for him. But if not for his discovery, Lisa's body might have started rotting out there. He's a difficult person to be sure, but I don't think he's a bad guy. Chuck said something peculiar. He claimed the Clarksons were a little better when their son was still around. I don't know exactly what he meant, but we ended up meeting the person he was talking about, didn't we? Under very unexpected circumstances. Leonard Clarkson. He ran away from home, found his true self, then changed names. So, Zack, do you remember her name?
Helena Dolman.
Helena Doman. The townspeople call her Lena. She was also known as Professor R while she plotted against the Clarksons. She's the mother of the new drug known as Sang Rouge. She must have also had a group of followers who worshipped her fanatically. I can see it now. Lena sprinkling down the red powder, corrupting every last pure and innocent girl in town. Lena mentioned her plan each time we met. She must have taken us for utter fools, Zack. She thought she was always one step ahead of us, and that we'd never see the full scope of her plan. Well, her plan isn't complete yet, and I know we can still stop it. That's why we need to learn all we can about her. Her alias was Professor R, and she was well learned in the areas of medicine and fire dynamics. By the way, Zack, do you remember what weapon Lena used to murder PJ?
It was a miniature bomb.
Correct. She used a miniature bomb.
Do you want to try that word again?
To tell you the truth, she surprised me. That bomb was so well placed. It left hardly any damage on the building itself, yet still did amazing work on them. Lena should have used that brain of hers for something more productive than that saga of revenge. For example, reviving Lucare's economy from the industrial sector. Widen your perspective, and you'll see that Louisiana is an industrial treasure trove. With her intelligence and her charisma, I'm sure she would have found some amazing opportunities. Such a tragedy. Zack, there's one more important matter we need to think about here. Galena Clarkson, who was murdered in jail. Her body was dismembered, then rearranged into a V shape. Patty and Melvin claimed it was a severed roots killing.
Well, maybe Melvin is a bad guy then, because it's like, who could have done that? Who else had access other than Melvin?
But that doesn't make sense to me. And PJ Clarkson disapproved of it when I met him in the other world. He saw Galena's parts lined up and was overcome by an inexplicable fear. Tell me, who killed Galena?
Tough choice. I'm gonna go with I don't know, number 3.
Unfortunately, we don't have the answer to this one yet. And it's too big a problem to solve with mere speculation. The answer to this question may lead to a major turning point for this case, and the final turning point for this story. You know it's true, Zach. I only hope it doesn't push us down an avenue we didn't plan on exploring.
All right. We do know who it is, though. I mean, really.
Hey, Zach. Do you remember PJ's last words? Lena had intercourse with her older sister. Her own flesh and blood. This means there's still one more person out there who inherited PJ's blood.
Okay, we're getting another shot of the jazz. Yeah, that was a nice little musical interlude. Always appreciated. Let's see what Chuck's up to.
Poachers, now I gotcha.
Oh yeah, no, the boat.
Red-handed.
Oh no, Chuck, don't die. Oh. Okay. So I'm guessing that's Patty's mum? S rank. It only took me 82 hours to complete. Cool. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you have to do to get a lower rank, considering I played for days. But you know, it's obviously not time based. To be honest, the thing you said wasn't much better.
Why would any soul ever need to line up the stumps all neat like this?
Oh, so he's fine with, like, gouging out eyes, cutting out tongues, chopping people into bits, but then fiddling with the bits afterwards, that's where PJ Clarkson draws the line.